Hello, beautiful self-care sisters. We're continuing on skin cycling. If that's not a true thing, then you're welcome to stick around just to see what it is. But like I said, if you're on the beginning of your skincare journey, this is probably not for you. This will be overwhelming. And I know because I am a very inconsistent person. Before I used Mary Kay, I did not use something every day. I barely even washed my face. Like, it's just not something everybody's going to be into and everybody can jump into. But skin cycling is just a dermatologist proven way to amp up your skincare so you get the best out of what you are putting on your face. And so your skin has the full cycle of rejuvenation with exfoliation and then rejuvenation. We're going to do some skin boosters next week, and then it would be rest. And so in the actual dermatologist, I'm blanking on her name right now, but I definitely said it in my last video. I can put it in the comments. But she suggests 2 rest days out of every 4 days. So the exfoliation, this is going to be retinol night. She talks about all different other kinds of skin penetration, but I'm just not, because retinol is what most people can get. Retinol is what we sell, and retinol is what is across the market just over the counter. Like, you cannot get most of the other suggested products that she was talking about unless you go to a dermatologist, which she is. And so we are going to be focusing on retinol, and we have 2 options that we're going to be focusing on tonight. But first of all, I just got out of the shower. My hair is still wet, as you can see, but we are going to put on our eye cream first, because you don't want to put retinol around your eyes. Retinol penetrates down into the skin, but the skin around your eyes is just too sensitive and too thin for that to be a beneficial effect. So we're just going to put our eye cream on first, because we really do not want that irritation that close to our eyes. And so by the way, Mary Kay does not suggest to do this, but I put it on around my lid. They suggest just to do it underneath. Feel free to do with that information as you will, but we are going to let that set in for a second. I'm just going to pop over and talk about the 2 retinol solutions that we will be talking about. And so I am, like I've said in the past, I struggle with consistency. And so that is going to determine for me what I'm going to use on a normal basis, just for the fact that retinol is something that can really irritate your skin if you are not doing it properly. It makes you more sensitive to the sun, which is totally fine if you're using it at night. Do not use it whenever you go out in the morning, especially if you don't put on sunscreen, because you are making your skin more receptive to the UV lights and causing more damage, because you are having deep penetration down into the cells for rejuvenation, but it is not protecting your skin, and it makes your skin cells more sensitive to light and to the damage that it can cause. Also, I have super sensitive skin, and so I would need to work up to the product I'm about to show you at a pretty gradual rate, because I just don't want to have too much of a drying effect. But this is going to be the highest retinol content on the market. This is Clinical Solutions. This is what we and Mary Kay love to preview, because I mean, literally, you cannot get a higher retinol content on the market unless you go to a dermatologist. And most of us aren't bougie enough to go to a dermatologist. I mean, especially not unless you have a problem, in my experience. And I work in the medical field, and so most of the time people go to dermatologists for specific problems, and some people go just to, get their skincare regimen. But for those people, they already have a professional talking to them what they need. And so this is Clinical Solutions Retinol 0.5, and like I said, that is the highest retinol content in one specific product that you can get on the market. There is not a higher retinol over the counter, because technically well, retinol is still considered a cosmetic, but without going to a doctor, this is the highest content of retinol in a product you can get. And this is the Calm/Restore Facial Milk. And so we have a whole diagram. Ooh, I just knocked something off. It's fine. We have a whole diagram of how to work up to prevent skin irritation, because since the retinol content is so high, then your skin can react very strongly, and that's why a lot of people, whenever they buy random products that have retinol in it, they sometimes get a reaction. They think it's an allergic reaction because their face gets red and dry. Sometimes it gets a little flaky, but that's just because retinol can be very harsh on the skin, just for the fact that its main thing is to go deep down into your cells to have a plumping rejuvenation factor on the collagen and the elasticity of your skin. But it's intense. It is an intense product. And so this is just helping you build up to the effect. If you're going to use it every day, this is the guide. But so since we're doing skin cycling, I would always suggest to dilute it, at least a little bit. If you build up to your skin where you feel like you're not needing to dilute it, then that's totally fine. That's great for you. But I will always dilute it whenever I use it, just for the fact that my skin is super sensitive and I'm not going to use it every day. So this is one retinol solution that we have. Also, what I will probably use on a normal basis, because I am not a super consistent person, is the Time-Wise Repair Night Cream that has retinol in it. This doesn't have nearly as much retinol in it because it is a normal everyday use. It's diluted with the moisturizer itself. It still has quite a bit in it, but it's nowhere near this. And so this is like, this is like antibacterial soap versus an antibiotic. Like, this is going to give you the effects that you want. It's a gradual effect, and you are preventing and plumping as you go, and this is radical. This is going to penetrate deep down, and we're going to build up our skin for this. So for tonight, just for the retinol preview, I am going to go ahead and use Clinical Solutions. So I'm going to do about 3 pumps of the facial milk in my hand, and then we are going to do 1 pump, only 1 pump of retinol per use. You don't want to use more than 1, so I just go 1 pump, and then we're going to mix this up, and then I'm going to put the moisturizer I have that does not have retinol in it, which is the normal Time-Wise Night Repair moisturizer, because you don't want to do a double retinol. That would very much react with your skin. You don't want to do any type of exfoliation product on the same day as you do retinol, or at least this strong of a retinol. I would do the night cream on the same day as I did an exfoliant, because like I said, it is not nearly the same content of retinol as this product is. And then you just massage it into your skin. You want to get it all in the crevices of where you would normally put your moisturizer. And you will most likely, especially if you have skin like mine, your skin will most likely get a little bit red, just because it is an intense product on your face. Your skin is not used to it, and it shouldn't get like fiery red unless you probably didn't use enough calming milk, just for the fact that you are trying to gradually get your skin used to the retinol product so it can do its thing, rejuvenation process, without having a harsh reaction to the epidermis, because we're going after the dermis. We're going after the second layer of the skin. We are also focusing on the epidermis, but this is most effective going down to the dermis, and so it's going to, like I said, focus on elasticity and the collagen in your face. And so my face gets a little red just rubbing it anyways, but you can see that it's getting slightly red. Not, my face feels fine. Like, I feel great and rejuvenated. And then we're just going to add the night cream on top. Like I said, this is not the one. This is the Time-Wise 3D night cream, not the one with retinol in it, not the repair. Please do not put an additional retinol product on your face if you're going to be using something this strong. And like I said, on a normal night, I would probably just use the repair night cream because it has retinol in it. And I am used to that. My skin's already used to that. It's never had a reaction. But you know what? Clinical Solutions, it's feeling great on my face. We're not having a reaction tonight. We'll see in the morning if I have any additional dryness, but it doesn't feel like I'm going to because it's going on really smooth tonight. And you know, it's just the different strengths that you would want to use. If you are really worried about anti-aging products, or like if you're finding fine lines, or if you feel like you're losing the elasticity in your face and so you're seeing things sag in places that you don't want them to sag, like if you kind of have a little bit of sagging right here. I get lines right here. I was noticing earlier when I was smiling, this one was like kind of cutting down in here, and I hate that. I hate that. And so you just gotta, that was a chunk off the top of my, that was like a chunk off the lid of my moisturizer. But anyways, and so you just make sure you rub it all down into your pores, and that is the second night of the skin cycling process. And so the next night we're going to go over day 3 and day 4, because day 4 is mostly just normal skincare, giving your skin a break from all the additional products. But day 3 is going to be going over the boosters. And so we just added 2 new boosters to our skincare regimens. We have 4 skincare boosters now through Mary Kay, and like I said, you can always take this information and use it in other products, but I personally enjoy Mary Kay. And so I'll be going over those skincare boosters and just kind of, you know, showing you what we got. Have a nice night, guys.